I'm Tyson.
I'm Emma.
I'm Kim.
And we are TEK Talk.
Welcome to our History Hangout. Today we are continuing on to the Neolithic era with a little bit of the Paleolithic era still in there, so don't forget about that. We're going to 200,000 to 2000 BCE. Let's go. That was good. Emma, what artifact do you think still was important during this time?
Personally, I think within this time, the Lascaux Caves were an important artifact, or I guess a place that was found within this time. Kim, what do you think about this? What do you know about it?
So the Lascaux Caves were discovered in Lascaux in 1940 by a group of boys who were trying to find a dog, which is really interesting. It was estimated to have been created in 15,000 BCE, and there's many different types of paintings inside with different mediums they use, like natural mediums, stuff like that. So Tyson, what type of paintings and other pieces of art they have in those caves?
The subjects that were found in the caves were various animals, bison, cattle, some feline, some birds, just a group of animals. Also had geometric images, which is quite interesting. But Emma, what do you think the importance of the caves were?
I feel like they opened up a new perspective on what cavemen or our nomadic people were like within this time. I think that it shows the advanced techniques that they used throughout the caves, and I think that all of the motifs and all of the, what would you call them, the
Reliefs, paintings.
yeah, like the paintings, yeah, even just the culture overall of what was going on throughout this time, we can really see it throughout the Lascaux Caves, and it almost shows what they were experiencing through those times, like all the animals. It shows that they're seeing the wide variety of life that is living within their same time as them. Kim, when you were first introduced to the Lascaux Caves, how did you feel?
I thought it was very cool to see how they use different types of materials, like natural materials, to make the art, and it lasted for so long in the caves throughout the years. Yes. So Tyson, what about you?
It's pretty good.
I first felt amazed on how advanced our ancestors were, to just use basic charcoal, for example, or egg whites, even to just make paint, to paint on the walls. I can't comprehend how they just do that. And also just seeing the paintings in general and how greatly intact they are is also really interesting. But Emma, what is your personal reflection on that?
Kind of going off of what you said, but I just feel like when we were first introduced to the subject of cavemen, I feel like we were more thinking of people who were not civilized. So I feel like showing that the advanced artwork that's throughout this cave, the caves, I honestly, I think I was just surprised, because I think during class when we were learning that time, we were like, what? I was like, no.
Remember Mr. Reynolds was chewing up that charcoal?
Yeah.
That was a great experience. And the little cave activity we did, that was so fun, Mr. Reynolds.
Mr. Reynolds, that was the best thing we did. So you could do something like that.
Yeah, we really think that we should do that again.
Do it again.
But yeah, I feel like the caves kind of it proved their knowledge and their ability to put the artwork that they were putting out. I think it was really interesting. But yeah, I think that's over for our shared piece of artwork. So we're going to be moving on to my personal piece of artwork, which is the Cernavoda Figures. So yeah, we're going to get over to that.
Sit on it! Here we go. Emma's going to perform some magic. Sit on it!
Okay.
Oh, she's back. Ooh.
Oh, Emma, days! My stinky leg. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to business.
So what can you tell us about your personal artifact.
So my personal artifact is the Cernavoda Figures, which there's two of them, I believe. They're called the Thinker and the Sitting Woman. They were found in. Let me reference my notes right here. They were found in. It's gonna be offensive if I get this wrong. I feel like
I'll put the robes.
Hamangia.
Hamangia.
Close enough.
I believe. And they were discovered in 1965, but they were believed to have been made in, I think it's 5,000 to 4,600 BCE, I believe. They were made of black polished ceramic.
Ooh.
Ceramic.
Ooh.
That
That's
was
a new material.
that was the word I was trying to get out. Okay. And overall, they were really important throughout this time because, again, we're not used to this advanced artwork that they're putting out. So I feel like, you know, they were important because I was trying to get my thought out. Yeah, that's okay. They have funerary context because they were buried with people who died. And they were found later on, of course, but they're actually the only ones that were found with their heads attached as well.
Yes.
Fact of the day. Ooh. But the thinking name, the thinking name. Well, I don't know what I did quotes. That's like what it's actually called. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Yeah.
But that one, the concept of the thinking may have been related to the meditation on life or death. Yeah, you thought up.
All right.
Okay, so it's also kind of important because, again, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Auguste Rodin. But there was an artifact that was later found in, let me reference my notes again, 1904 CE. And it was almost exactly like the Thinker. Like, I mean, it looks like this. Yeah, it's not. It's honestly, I don't even know. I feel like it is detailed, but it doesn't.
It's not as natural as.
Yeah. That. But honestly, I just feel like this shows their thought processes. It explains all the reasoning too for the funerary context. I mean, the Thinker and the Sitting Woman. They're both very similar, but they're very cool. And honestly, when I first saw them, I was really interested because it's like one of the first, I feel like, artifacts that we learned about that I was like, oh my gosh, that's really interesting. I think it shows the attention to detail, and even their face. Like, it's not like a full face, but you can start to see how like they're starting to get into like human artifacts and like showing and representing humans, which is hello, Amara. Hello. So personally, yeah, what I was saying before, but how did you guys feel about it? Because we were all, of course, sitting next to each other because we are TikTok.
So I feel that. Wait, I can relate on a personal level because I see like that too. What? Like, yeah, I go like this, and I think it's interesting.
We know you're thinking.
Right, I'm thinking about something, and I found it interesting that it was made out of was it black marble? What was it?
They're gonna make an edit
Black
of me.
ceramics, and that was very cool because you never see that.
She's foreshadowing my edits.
I can't. Get out. Oh my god, I gotta do that thing for Nickelodeon. Oh my god. I love you for watching that.
You're gonna get.
Anyways, I thought it was pretty interesting because it's so much darker than the usual
I know, I'm about to be sad.
than the usual artifacts that are like lighter or even like a brownish. So seeing like something so dark compared to like the contrast between them is like pretty interesting.
There's not a lot of ceramic paintings either. Like, I feel like there's, especially black polished.
We're gonna do mine another day. Peace out, gang. Okay, and now we're back. We're in a different setting, and we all have different outfits on. So yeah. Fit check. Uggs. We got the Uggs.
These are my Christmas socks. Because if you hand it over.
It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly outside.
Oh, it's It's snowing.
It's time. Okay.
It's time.
It's a lot of people walking back and forth. It's kind of embarrassing.
Okay.
Side is right.
Was that the right angle?
Okay, yeah. So my piece, I have the mirrors. You're gonna have to insert Mezhirich House, and it was made in hold on, go back. It dated back in 16,000 to 10,000 BCE, and it was made out of mammoth bones and like other. It looked like skulls. I don't remember, but it was mainly used for protection, like during the harsh winters, because it was based in Ukraine. Yes, so the winters were very like extreme there. Importance. It was a place for people to stay, to keep warm and protected, and you can really. Go ahead.
Special appearance.
Special appearance, Ben. Say hi to the camera.
How the camera.
Okay. As I was saying, it was a place for people to stay. This whole like structure, this house itself, revealed like how advanced they were.
You may be wondering why this part of the video is paused, but apparently some of the video, the mics just decided to stop working. So some parts will be muffled and some parts will be good. Now back to tech talk.
In hunting, and how they're all like able to set that up, you know, and it was very resourceful of them to use the mammoth stone. Yeah. Any thoughts, guys?
What's your personal reflection on it?
I think it was kind of scary looking at it at first, made of all those bones, and it kind of freaked me out. But knowing that it was a place for them to stay was really cool, you know.
Because they're like nomadic people.
Yeah, they're nomadic people, and at first, when you think about it, why would that keep you warm? Because it's made out of bone. I know it's made of other stuff too, but still.
I feel like personally for me too, whenever I saw it, was the fact that hi Mr. Reynolds. I feel like when I first saw it, it was like the same as you. Like I was like, what is this? Like this looks scary. It looks like a dungeon type thing. But like at the same time, now once we figured out like what it actually was and the purpose of it, I think it's cool how like they kind of moved away from like caves, which like we see a lot throughout this time, and they moved into like a more, how would you say it, like a settling. They settled somewhere for a little bit rather than like being in caves and going all which ways.
Yes, Tyson. What about you?
My personal reflection was that it was pretty cool to see all the bones and the fact that they used like leather to like add like what's it called? Insulin?
Insulation?
Installation.
Insulin? The hell?
But yeah,
I know. You're gonna get clocked for that.
insulation.
Special guest number 2. Come on into the camera.
Serenity Foster.
Come in. Come on in. We have a lot of special guests today.
Period. I just want to give a big shout out to. Just kidding, guys. I don't have a shout out. Oh, I just. Oh, okay.
I want to shout out Rinyah. Thank you. Thank you.
That's me, guys. I want to
Shout out me.
Oh, I want to shout out Serenity. That's her. Oh, I have a shout out. I want to shout out Serenity for being the fakest friend.
Guys, she didn't mean that. She didn't mean that.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Austin, do you have something to say? Get into the camera.
Okay.
You have that camera for you.
Oh. Whoa. Wait, what is this?
A podcast.
Oh, for what?
Art class.
You can have a podcast for art history.
It's our exam.
Exam.
Can
Can you look at my water bottle?
hello. My name is Austin Mishka, aka Ecuadorian.
What time is it?
Where does it go to?
It's good 10 minutes.
Okay. What do we leave off at?
My personal reflection. My personal reflection was that seeing like the cave. Was it a cave? The structure, the dome made out of bones was kind of scary at first, but then after that you saw like they used like leather and stuff for installation, not insulin, and I thought that was pretty cool. So moving on to mine, we're moving on to the Ain Ghazal Figures. They're found in the nation of Jordan, near the city of Arman, and that dates back to like 6,750 to like 600 250 BCE. These sculptures were made out of like plaster and painted and inlaid with bitumen, I think. And these figures they varied in size depending on the certain sculpture, and the tallest one is about like 3 feet, and they were made from lime plaster that had been layered over with like twigs, reeds, and other grasses, and like the eyes were like painted with like a tar like substance. And I think these are important because um, they were one of the earliest representations of like a human form, and it showed like a significant step in like artistic abilities, development and symmetry, not symmetry, symbolism of the Neolithic era. And these figures carry a lot of details, not like super detailed, but like details of like humans in the human form, and the size represented like one of the biggest sculptures in our history. So yeah, and when I first like saw them, I was like kind of scared because like they were just like staring at you. Yeah, they looked really weird because they were just looking at you because their eyes were just like they just popped out because the eyes were really dark, and then the background, the base was like really light plaster, and yeah, it was just really intriguing. But then after I learned like they were like supposed to represent humans, and like they were like the first ever human representation, I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay, and that is a rep for
Or Paleolithic / Neolithic
yes. I thought every single piece was very interesting. It was. We also have a different piece this time. It was the house instead of like a figure, so that was nice.
So more wrap up. We talked about the Cernavoda Figures, the Mezhirich House, lastly the Ain Ghazal Figures. So I think that we had a wide range of things this time, and our shared piece was the Lascaux. Yes. And I honestly think that was enough of the foods of the Do else we have any questions? This is a guest from our actual class.
Say hi, thank you.
Hi, camera.
Jonathan Mead.
What are y'all talking about?
And then
I think it's you. You keep turning them off. I heard the click.
So during the Neolithic era, we saw much more, artistic advancements and development, which was pretty nice. But yeah, we saw a lot of advancements and stuff, which was pretty nice. And yeah, and we're gonna rush it because I'm really tired.
I'm so tired.
You just
I'm so tired, guys. So like, if the energy is low in this video, you know why. We're just tired. I didn't eat lunch. I was locked in.
You know what? I have a little bit of energy left.
It's so hard. See, it's get the other one. The other one works.
No, this is the one
that didn't work. This one's
I think they're dying. Okay, so I need to wrap this up really quick. So we'll be next. We'll be back for the.
We'll be back for the next era. We'll be back for the Neolithic era.
So I actually spent about 2 hours of my life crying for today, but I put a smile on for you guys. You're our beautiful content.
We made your day
people.
better, didn't we?
Yeah. I'll give you some ASMR.
Go.
We got to get away. We got to get away. Yeah. We got to get away. It's kind of sad. I was just crying like 5 minutes ago.
Listen, I was trying to get a birthday cake, little sucker, and half of it's missing. Someone ate the stick. Someone ate the stick.
It's like you're giving birth.
She's giving birth.
We should do a fart noise.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna play this back.
There are little cameos for this. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice little ASMR we got going on. But I do have to take this back so we can finish this. I'm sorry. Oh. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You were the best, but you were the worst. As sick as it sounds, I loved you first. I was a. This is what it is.